HBCU Overdrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? How is everybody doing tonight? We are back. It is Monday, August the 28th, year of our Lord, 2023. And this is another HBCU Tonight, episode 38. In conjunction with HBCU Overdrive. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like this stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. And as you see for tonight, you know what the titles say. They know now. They know now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on one. Yep. So they know now. Everybody is on notice. I think the whole SWAC is on notice. So, as always, let me get this rundown. Get this rundown of everybody. Make sure everybody put where you're from and what school you claim. Put where you're from and what school you claim. What's going on, Sonic Boom? What's happening? Oh man, he said they ain't gotta know. They don't gotta know. People still don't know. But yeah. But yeah, as always, you know how we do the rundown of this right here. You know, you become a subscriber to the YouTube channel. And also if you want to, you can follow on both social media platforms, Twitter, which is now called X, and Instagram. And you can follow me at HBCU_overdrive. And that's how we do it for both. That's how we're gonna rock it. I don't want to change too much anything on it. Let's see what we got next right here. Make sure you want to become an exclusive member. We got 2 tiers. If you want to become an exclusive family member, we got purple and we got the blue. Purple is $4.99. The blue is $6.99. Each time you become a member, if you become an exclusive member, that does go back to the channel. So, let you know, man, we got early access to everything that you're gonna get up on here, and then we're gonna do member only lives too. So we're gonna do member only lives. So you want to be a member, If you want to be on a member only line, just become a exclusive family member. All right. As always, this is our last week. We want to try to make this. We want to try to get this week out with a bang. As me and the missus, we want to see if we can get this money raised up. We did not get enough as far as what we wanted to raise, but let's try to end the week out with a bang. So if you want to join us as we tackle child speech impediment, all you have to do is just hit the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. So whenever we get this done, this will sponsor a child in need. And we, like I said, we do have a place where it's going to go to. So, like I said, if you want to donate to the channel, you want to donate to any initiatives that we will have, all you have to do is just go to HBC, just go to the Cash App and type in $ HBCU Overdrive. Salute to you, ONG. What's going on, man? And then as always, man, we got birthdays. We had birthdays this week. Last week we had Bearded Legend. That was his birthday last week. And I'm gonna get him on here for a little bit and tell me about his experience because Saturday was his first Jackson State game that he went with his wife. All right. Uh and last but not least, make sure we send a prayer to my stepdaughter. She had surgery last week. She had surgery on Friday. She went back to the hospital and she developed pneumonia, but she is out. And she is trying to, she's home and recovering. So I want to say shout out to my sister-in-law Amber that's in California. Her birthday was last week. Tomorrow, my other sister-in-law Queenie, her birthday is tomorrow. So we got birthdays galore. And like I said, we want to make sure that stepdaughter is going to be good. She's good. But the surgery was a success, so that's the main thing we was worried. I was worried about as of right now. But I appreciate everybody for praying and giving us, prayers and thoughts and everything. So, but she is at home and she is recovering, so we are good to go. Also, excuse me, y'all. Also, I really want to send a prayer to the kids over at Choctaw, Oklahoma, Choctaw High School. They had a game on Friday between Dale City, and the game ended up being called because there was shooting inside of the stadium, and a 16-year-old was unalived by gunfire. And it's crazy because it's stuff like that we can't even enjoy a high school football game when you got some foolishness because you can't talk your differences out like real adults. And and the kids have to suffer. So let's send a prayer to for those kids and parents and the fans that was affected at that game. Also, let's keeping our thoughts, my thoughts and minds, with people in Florida, especially in the Panhandle, especially Tallahassee, which we would say FAMU. Keep them in thoughts, prayers are with the over there because of, I think it's a hurricane now, Hurricane Idalia. So um, keep your heads up. I mean, y'all keep your heads up. Make sure you hunker down. Make sure you, um, if you got food and necessities, that way you'll be able to ride out the storm if you can't go anywhere else. All right. So, so first off, I want to say this. I know we saw the video of the girl getting yeeted to the upper room from Friday. Of course, like I said, I was there at the game and I saw everything that happened. But everybody, my mom ended up went going viral because the same girl that got sent flying in the air by Miss Bree, she was going at it with my mother for the whole time. And my mom is 60, like I said, my mom is 61 years old and she don't take no mess. And basically she was going to treat her like a redheaded stepchild if I didn't have to step in. So people been want to ask the story about, from me, and I really don't want to. I really didn't want to tell other folks on Twitter about what had happened, what had transpired, and so they feel like they got to go to another source, and I'm like, you could go to me, but I'm not gonna tell you. Um, it is not your business to know what my mother was going through and everything. It is not your business to know. Trying to make a whole story about this. It was what had happened, and I'm gonna say this: she should have lived. She should have left well enough alone, and that's it. And that's it. But but my my mom, I told my mom she viral, so she trying to take in that claim to fame and everything. But other than that, other than that, everything is cool. Everything's cool. Shoot, my mom went to work. I went to work, and shoot, we live. We just live day by day. Is it? But anyway, for tonight's show, look, yes, Whitley, we got. It's been 24 hours. We got to wrap this fight up. We got to wrap it up. But it can't be wrapped up because it's still being circulated out on the internet, on social media. So it's not going to be wrapped up. It's gonna ride its wave, and and it to me it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, First off, man, shout out to all the bands that was in Houston for the National Battle of the Bands. Um, Shout out to Valley, y'all, Mississippi Valley, man. Um, Last year they barely looked like a band. This season they got close, I think over 300 members, 300 kids in the band. And wanted to send a shout out to Dr. Miguel Bonds, man. He has he has pretty much turned that band program to a complete 180. a complete 180, turned it around, and listening to them, they sounded damn good. They sounded damn good on Saturday. And that's the type of things I want to see come out of Valley band, having a big band, making, playing good music, and then basically translate that on the football field. Translate that on the football field. We want to see good football. And we're going to get into all that later on this week. What's going on, Juwan? What's happening? We're gonna get into all that later on this week, and we gonna have some fun this week. Now, hopefully, I might be broadcasting on Sunday live from from the Dallas alumni chapter, Dallas Fort Worth alumni chapter watch party. I might be broadcasting my podcast live from the watch party with the JSU DFW Alumni Association. Um, I just got to see what time and where it's going to be at, and have some good old fun, y'all. We're gonna have some good fun. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna try to be in Houston on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening to check out the Labor Day Classic. And basically try to hoof my way back to Dallas Saturday night. Hey Roger, uh Roger, I'ma flash my number on here so you can call or text me. Yeah, text me at this number, Roger, if you can. Text me at this number if you can, all right? That way I can lock you in. Let me know if you got it. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you got it and give me a thumbs up. All right, gotcha. That's for anybody that wants to contact me about anything as far as dealing with the podcast and anything dealing with HBCU sports or even Jackson State stuff. Anyway, whew. Anyway, so I know this is gonna sound, we regurgitate this all the time, but is ad nauseum. Um, but I wanted to know. Oh boy. Try to figure some little bit of stuff out. So of course Saturday, like I said, MEAC Squad Challenge, that was a good thing. Great game on Saturday. Um, good to see that it was good to see that Jackson State came in and pulled out the victory. It was great to see all of our Tiger fans, all of Tiger Nation in the ATL turned up. But it was great to see it was great to see. Um, it was great to see Diddy come in and cash in on his promise. It was great to see Diddy come in and cash in on his promise. Um, of course, it's for the photo ops, but I feel like if he didn't live up to his word, then what I'm saying, I'm not gonna take nothing with. I can't take him with a grain of salt. But LMV, what's going on? What's going on over here? Uh, she is the producer over there for Coach Hayes football. Y'all go check him out. You know what I'm saying? He got good shows and everything. Uh, he's an HBCU grad, Hampton University. So y'all go check him out. He got real good dude right there. But I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of this damn. I'm tired of this damn woman running her damn mouth again. I'm getting tired of her running her mouth, and she really didn't say anything as far as in the video, but she put out in a tweet. Did and it had something to do with her daddy. Her daddy ain't worried about what's going on. Her daddy got to worry about TCU. But it's crazy that you keep mentioning Jackson State. You keep mentioning Jackson State, but we ain't safe. The crime is too much. It's killings on the campus. But that's what you said. That is what you said. That's what you said in your video verbatim on that podcast. Verbatim. So what is it? What is it? What is it? And we got Mr. Ford in the house.
Hey,
What's
can you
going?
hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, yeah.
So yep, we talking about DeAndre said the least talented of the bunch. Keep running her mouth because she is the least talented of the bunch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody got a talent, everybody got a skill, but she don't have nothing. I'm just put it just like that.
I'm uh I'm pulling for this young lady here. She having a hard time. I know the US Open is on. The girl Coco Golf is playing this girl from Germany, man. It's a rough match. I'm
Oh,
hoping
okay.
she can pull this out. Yeah. She lost the first set. They into the second set. Hopefully
Hmm.
she gonna win this first game. But it's this girl from Germany is pretty good too.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm on talking to you, but I got the TV turned down. I'm hoping Coco can pull this out, man. I like to see Coco do well in this US Open.
Oh man, I actually like I do like Coco.
Oh yeah, I love Coco, man. I tell people all the time they better beat her now, cause in the future, baby, she gonna run. Is her or that other girl? Oh, is it Saki? What's her name? What's the
Naomi
girl?
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, yeah. Cause to me, I thought she was gonna take over tennis too. But I think she just had a baby, right?
I don't know if she had a baby. I haven't checked
Yeah,
that out.
I think she did. I think she had a baby. She and the guy, she got the rapper boyfriend.
Yeah, she has
Yeah,
Corday. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I think they just had a baby. If you
Okay.
get a chance, check that for me. But I think they had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, she's actually Coco's actually from the Atlanta area. They moved her out of here, I think, when she turned 12 or 13, and moved her down to Florida
Mm-hmm.
because her daddy played. He wasn't no star now, but her daddy played for Georgia State basketball. I think her
Okay.
mom ran track at Florida State or somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, mom was a teacher here in the Fulton County system. Mhm.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why is she. Why is this lady in the trying to get back into the spotlight again? And I'm trying to figure out what did she say. Because I seen it was like I seen a glimpse of it, but I was trying to figure out what did she say. Oh, I think she said, "Oh, you're gonna thank my daddy for Diddy giving us the $1 million." I mean, I'm gonna say it just like this, y'all. I'm gonna say it just like this. If yes, yes, Dion, when he came to Jackson State, he turned around a lot of things. He turned around us from losing. He gave us two swag titles. He gave us two Celebration Bowl appearances, but he didn't give us no national championship out of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He gave kind of like one, in the sense that some people say he gave us our respect back, but I think we already had our respect.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
And
I'm I'm taking the advice of one of your callers last night. Uh, what what's his name? He said bury the guy in Boulder and stay with the plan. Remember he said that last night.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He said that
Uh,
on a Kobe show. Oh
yeah,
no,
what's his name?
I forgot. I don't know.
You
I
know,
forgot who it
Eastwood,
was.
Mississippi. I can't think of the brother's name. I'm going along. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think that little girl is irrelevant. I really do.
She is.
Yeah, and I ain't got time to even get. You know what? We were talking about in school. I think it's gonna be a shootout between that brown kid that y'all got
Mm-hmm.
and that kid down there at
And
Florida.
FAMU.
Yeah, cause see, both of them kids went Division One. They went FBS. We were, blessed to get y'all got the one. Brown, he comes, he did his thing at South Carolina and Virginia Tech. Okay, that other kid, he comes out of California, goes to
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt, and fam is blessed to get him. I just think them kids gonna put on a show this weekend. I don't know why I feel that way. Like I told Mr. Motor, I'm picking Jackson, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. And I think now, I said this last night, dog. Now, if they try to play Jackson without them tight ends, if they gonna come in there with them no tight end, they
Oh
gonna get that boy hurt, man.
yeah, they're gonna get
They
schooled.
gonna get that boy with that pass rush they got and what they bringing. They got to play with them tight ends, man. They
Oh
got
yeah.
because I like a lot of people say, well, he ain't it. I like Musa. The only thing is
Don't
to
get me
me that offense that they run is not tailor made for him.
right. Don't get me wrong. I'm cool. Moose are cool and everything, but
Yeah, I
uh,
like the way he throw the football.
yeah, in fact, we're gonna segue into some football because DeAndrea, she running her mouth. She missed the money that she was making in Jackson hosting parties. She can't do that. She can't do that shit down up there in Boulder
Yeah,
because,
and that's what they missing.
and that's what she missing. Dion Jr. doing what he doing with his YouTube channel. Of course, Shiloh and Shador playing football, and
Yeah,
Shalimar, who is on the women's basketball team, and you're just the odd person out. I'm sorry to tell you that. And I remember what my aunt told me when she had you in her classroom. You are just a trust fund, baby.
yeah. You listen, man. The love that they got in Jackson didn't follow them to Boulder. Okay, them folks don't love them. And if they daddy don't win some games, they gonna pull that moving van up to his house and move him out. Yeah. So I know that you know what that is, man. They missing Jack. When Jackson living in her mind like that, that means she missing Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that
Like
means.
your only claim to fame is dating Boosie, and
Uh,
that ain't telling me nothing right there.
right. So she missing Jackson. That's all. Cause like I said, I tell people the love didn't go with him, and I don't think the success gonna go with him. Now that's just me.
Mm. It is what it is. It is what it is, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
So I got a new thing I'm gonna do.
Uh-huh.
I got the overdrive offensive and defensive player of the week.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Of course, it's going to be it's the first game. So our offensive player for the
Right.
week is Jason Brown
Right. And did he
because
get it for the swag? Who was it offensive player of the week for the swag? Was it
he
him?
probably it's probably gonna be him.
Be him. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got to be him because he
it got
put
to
on
be
a show, man.
from
That kid put on a show.
when I look at the stats, I thought it was 26 to 33, but he
Right.
only missed 4 passes, y'all. 26 of 30, 362, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The man almost had a perfect passer rating.
Listen, man, that cat probably is gonna throw for 3,500 yards. It depends on how TC and them want to play that kid.
Mm-hmm.
That kid right there could throw for 3,500 yards, man, and possibly what, maybe 40 touchdowns. How many he threw for? How many Saturday night?
362,
How many touchdown passes?
3.
Yeah, man, that kid there, man. Hey, that kid could easily throw for 35, 40 touchdown pass. Because that kid is smart, man. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you see the physicalness that he could throw the football and all. He's a big kid, but I saw some stuff that you can't teach, man. This kid he's playing the game in his brain, man. This kid is
Oh,
smart.
here you go, Mr. Ford. Brother Bakar, it said, bury the man, continue to plan. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I ain't got nothing to say about that girl. Bury the man, continue to play. They going to Boulder, good for them. We in the swag. We in the swag, bro.
Hey,
My
hey,
mind is on the because that's why I say I think this game this Sunday. Look, Doc, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for this
I,
game Sunday.
I can't wait either.
I can't wait, man.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Um, I'm just ready. I'm just ready for it. It's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
a good one. Player circle, what's going on? What's happening, man? We got people coming in left and right. Miss Shanetta, yeah, we got people coming in left and right. Yeah, and my defensive player of the week for right now from the game is Isaac Peppers from
oh yeah,
Jackson State because my man was out there like a heat seeking missile,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he had probably I think for about 6 or 7 tackles, uh,
Uh-huh.
2 tackles for loss, two. I think he had 2 sacks also. But I will also give the defensive line
Yeah,
players
yeah,
of the week because they
yeah,
set the tone.
yeah. They
They
did.
set the tone Saturday night, and you saw it straight out of the gate. What's up, DJ? You want to come up here? I'm gonna send you the link, man. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I thought that defensive line was dominant, man. I thought they
um,
was dominant.
they had push, and I'm not gonna take anything away from South Carolina State. Patrick
Right,
Garbo, um, coming out the edge. I know he had the 2 sacks against on that
Brown.
left side, yeah, on
Yeah.
Brown. So
Hmm.
I would give him his props. Jablonski Green, other and Evan Henry, like I said, Evan Henry take taking out Jablonski Green out of the play, like every snap. That was so mad. It was masterful.
Oh yeah. Evan looked good. Evan looked good.
It was
He looked
masterful.
good. Yeah.
Oh, we got Austin up in here, man. We got the crew up in here. So yeah, like it's like they I like what he did. He stood his ground. Um and Jablonski is not no small guy. He's
Oh
that's a
man.
big dude right there,
Yeah.
NFL potential.
Yeah.
Um
That's right. He should have NFL potential.
So I want to see what he gonna do for this season. And I'm not gonna write off South Carolina State, y'all. I'm not gonna
Mm-mm.
write them off
Mm-mm.
because of the simple fact that they lost the first game. But if Buddy Pugh gonna get them back on track, I after they play these two FBS games, he's gonna get them back on track because he got to go through MEAC play.
Oh yeah, and I still say that coach going to have to play two quarterbacks because neither one of them boys is what I would say great enough to just play the position by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Fields kid should be the thrower, which means he should be the one that comes off the bench. The other kid, because he's younger,
Andre
yeah,
Washington. Yeah.
he should be the starter. But I think the Fields should also play too.
Yeah, man. Andre Washington. He's a big kid too. So
Yeah, he is. He's 6'5" or 6'4".
Look like about 6'4".
6'4", yeah.
But Kobe been talking about him for a while too. So
Yeah.
he talked about him for a while. So yeah, I feel like
where's that kid from?
I wouldn't know, but I know he got to be from South Carolina because
Oh yeah, they recruit all that boys South Carolina. I was just wondering what because now you know this better than anybody. It's a lot of powerhouse high schools in South Carolina.
Right.
You know that Burns, and then there's that one in Gaffney.
Uh-huh.
Them schools every year nationally ranked.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering what high school was he from?
I wouldn't know. I think Kobe would know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just to watch the game, and you know what's crazy though? I had to go back and watch it again because there was certain things that I kind of missed, but
right.
It was like I had to watch it to see like what did I miss.
Well, what you think? I thought they should have went out that first half with at least 2 more touchdowns. When you saw it the second time, what'd you think?
Yeah. I thought they should have had at least 28 points on the board.
Yeah,
really?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. Hold on one
second. Okay.
Mr. Ford, Mr. Hardy said Coco won the first game.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, she did. She won the first. Yeah.
Our offensive line did a tremendous job to hold up that pass rush, even though they did give up 2 sacks.
Right.
And I think it was on the left side. I'm thinking whoever's playing left tackle, it shouldn't be no problem for Nick for this coming for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking that they should tighten it up by now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that offensive line go because fam, the word out of Tallahassee is they reloaded on that defensive line, man. They, not only did they have their starters back, but they went and got some quality people. So I'm ready to see that. It's just so many about, like I told you the other night, I want to see the chess match between Bradley and Willie Simmons. I want to see Willie Simmons play calling, and I want to see how Bradley's going to counteract it. Now, I'm going to say this, I told you this before. Now, if he come out with that 3-3-5 on Willie going to eat him up, man. I'm telling you now. I know y'all don't like me to say that, but I'm telling you, I can't stand that 3-3-5, man.
Right. What's going on, DJ?
Man, peace and blessings to you, to Doc and Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, it's been good. I'm ready for week 1. It's gonna be a lot of great games.
It is, man. I'm gonna be up all day. See, I can't wait. I'm waiting on that Prairie View, Texas Southern game. I want to see. Now I think we picked that up like 9 our time. Is it 9 or 8?
Oh, the game starts at 7.
So it'll be 8 our time.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. I want to see that. Now, I still say, we was talking about today, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I think it's an uphill battle for Texas Southern, man. I think the Bubba got the most talent. I think the Bubba got the experience. I really believe that that West is probably gonna come down to Southern and Prairie View. I don't know what my school. I don't know how we gonna look. I don't know what Gramblin's gonna be like. That's pathetic. But I just don't know. All I know is we went and got a whole lot of boys. But my thing is, it's still that quarterback situation. You know,
Yeah,
we're a quarterback school. If our quarterback ain't right, Gremlin ain't right.
I think that should be. I think Hugh Jackson should be able to get it right to
Yeah.
direct. And the best thing he needs to do is to try to adjust. You know
But
what I'm
now let me
saying?
ask you this, Doc. Now I'm still saying, and I believe it, he got to win 9 games at least. What you say?
I mean, if he can win 7 games and get at least a sniff of the West,
Uh,
he should be fine. And then you should improve because you know he really didn't last season. He really did not put his stamp on the program. I think this season he has the program the way that he wants. The way that he sees it, the way that he wants it. So I
now,
think he should be able to. I think he should be able to get it done.
but the only thing, Doc, now, I've never known a time when Grambling wanted 7 wins. That ain't never satisfied Grambling. 7 wins?
You got a
I
point
mean,
there.
Huh?
that's true. That's true. I mean, y'all. I mean, y'all been spoiled.
Yeah, you're right. It been spoiled. Because 7 wins, that ain't Grambling.
It depends on his offense. If Tony Hall is as good as everyone is telling me, and with this new
Right,
quote unquote G5 offense that's supposed to be fast paced and having a bunch of counters and misdirections, if
right,
if it's really that good with this quarterback Crowley, who I believe has a lot of potential, maybe
right,
they could win about 8 games. If Grambling wins 9 games, would it totally surprise me? Not 100%.
right.
Because let's be honest, it's not like in that division, the West, it's not a juggernaut in the West. There may be a few good teams. PV has a top-notch offensive line, but they're one-dimensional offense.
Yeah. They just run, right?
Yeah, they just run.
Right.
So
Run the ball,
it
yeah.
wouldn't 100% surprise me. Grambling has a star defensive player in Sandiata.
Right.
Not too many teams, not only just in the SWAC, but in all of FCS, has a player like Sandiata.
Well,
So,
let me just say this too. Let me get your reaction on this.
yes, sir.
I just feel like black college football in Louisiana right now is down. Southern to me is underachieving. Grambling lost their identity. What's your thoughts on that? I just feel like black college football in Louisiana is down. Usually, black college football in Louisiana, the Bayou Classic, the Bayou Classic, the champion goes and plays for this SWAC championship. I mean, when's the last time we had that?
It's been some years, and here's my opinion on it. It's not to the standard that it's been in the past
Right.
because
That's how I feel.
Grambling and Southern, as you both know, are blue bloods. And I
Right.
always say the blue bloods have to be, especially in the SWAC, have to be the top dogs to
Yeah,
have a stronger conference. Now you
that's
have
right.
other teams who are not blue bloods winning more games, and it's no balance. So if there's a way, and really, I think Southern and Grambling, they have to find a way. You know how Mississippi, and it's not just Jackson State, but Alcorn, and I've
Right.
seen Mississippi Valley State, they will
Mm-hmm.
get a recruit that usually doesn't go to the SWAC.
Right.
That's what those teams have to do to improve the rosters.
Because now, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always felt that whatever Jackson had, Southern should have the same thing. And the reason I say that is because you look at the history of Southern, the fact that they're in Baton Rouge, the capital city of Louisiana. Whatever Jackson got, Southern should have it. The super athletes that Jackson got, Southern should have an athlete to counter it because of their situation. It's you're talking about a school with 3 campuses, you know. I just feel like Southern just underachieving too much.
Well, the quickest fix of all I always say, if you ain't got a quarterback, go to the portal.
Right.
If you,
But now they got about six. Well, they got 6 or 7 quarterbacks, right? So they should be good at quarterback.
here's what Southern's not doing. They're not getting the quarterback that has played. You know how Musa has played in the game
Oh
here
yeah,
and there,
yeah. That's what we're talking about.
and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Brown, Jason Brown has played in a couple
Right.
games, and you
Yeah,
see the difference. They're not
yeah.
getting
You're
that
right.
transfer.
Yeah,
They get transfers that sit on the bench or played on smaller level. So until they get a transfer quarterback that has played in certain games, I'll tell you that if Southern gets a quarterback, and I hope all Southern fans listen to me, if you guys get a quarterback, they don't even have to be a superstar in the FBS. All they had to do is play in some games.
what you think about this kid Blood? Y'all high on him?
I got to see more from him.
Me too. I got to see him too.
I wasn't high on him when he came into the SWAC championship game. I really wasn't high on him. I mean, was it SWAC championship game or was it the Boombox Classic? I think it was the Boombox Classic.
He came into one of those games.
He had to come into one of those games. I really didn't see too much anything that I liked.
Right. I know Carlos and them. You know, I listen to the Carlos Brown show. They bragging on him. They bragging on him. I know Carlos is probably, he's a Southern grad, so he's like me. He can't help but be biased. But they brought in the 2 guys from the newspaper's called The Advocate, right? What's in the Baton Rouge newspaper called The Advocate?
I think so.
Yeah, they brought Klein Peter and another guy in, and they talked, and they were high on him, and they was high on Southern. According to them now, I thought was surprising. They said the worst whooping Southern took last year was from FAM, not Jackson. And I was like, that's interesting. Because they claimed that they were never in the when they went to Tallahassee, they were never in the game.
Oh Lord. Jawan Ford wanted me to ask you, do you remember the Thurgood Marshall Classic?
Yeah.
Jackson State FAMU. Man, don't remind me of that game because I was there.
Yeah, what year was that? Yeah. What year was that?
1998, when Pat Bonner came in and threw for 50 million yards.
Oh man, that boy listen. Now he came from Temple. He's originally from Florida. That boy, that's one of the greatest. He only played for FAM 1 year. He played for Billy Joe. That was he played against Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Big Daddy was the coach. That team went to the 1AA playoffs and lost to a school called Western Illinois. I think they called themselves the Leathernecks or something.
Yeah.
But that was a good team. He got sick in the last game of the season in the playoffs. I want to say he got the flu or something, but he didn't play. They went up to Illinois. But he was the truth, man. That Pat Bonner guy, he was the truth, man. I saw him. He came from Temple.
Yeah, Pat Bonner. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that game right there because I was there. And
I saw it on BET. I saw that game on BET.
That game, yeah. Look, that game was terrible from the beginning. Like Mark Washington couldn't get a throw off. Destry was he looked like he was off. Like that whole game right there just looked. It was just like they were not on clicking on all cylinders. It was just horrible.
That was a golden era for FAM at the time. That's that 98 team, and then the next year was that 99 team. That 99 team lost in the semifinals to Youngstown State. The coach was Jim Trussell.
That was Jawan. Wasn't that Jawan Seidler, the quarterback?
Yeah, and Quinn Gray. Yeah. That like I said, that 98 team and that 99 team, you have to go back when 77 and 78. 77 team was the Black College National Champ. The 78 team was the first 1AA champ and the only HBCU to ever win that 1AA championship, which we now call FCS.
Yeah. What you got to say, DJ?
Yeah, I watched the documentary. I think it was on YouTube about the 98 FAMU team.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's right. The Rack Boys. That's Jacquay Nunley. One of them boys, he was from Miami, Norland. He's a big record executive now. I can't think of that kid's name, man. He Canaan Lamb. Kanan Lamb, Jesse Bendross, Cedric Mitchell. Oh, they called them the Rack Boys. They was something else, man.
Hey, Mr. Ford, I always want to ask you this about FAMU. Do you think this is their most talented team, and how long? How talented is this team? I know they got depth
Now,
all
the people in Atlanta saying this is the most talented team Willie Simmons has ever had. Now, historically, a lot of people are saying this is the most talented team since '99, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait to see this game because there's so many questions are gonna be answered, man. I want to see this gun battle between Brown and Musa. I want to see this coaching match between the boy that's not the boy, but the coach that's the defense coordinator for Jackson, Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him go against Willie Simmons because Willie calls his own plays. I can't wait to see that. Then I want to see the offense coordinator at Jackson go against the defense coordinator at FAM.
Oof.
It's just so many matchups, man. I think this, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is the biggest game of them all. Now, this will be the third one in Miami. I think this is the biggest one.
Yeah, it'll be the last one in Miami.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest one.
I bet you too. And one thing I'm not gonna allow social media and buffoonery to do is whoever wins or loses this game to down credit the talent.
Oh yeah.
There's always a winner and a loser.
Oh yeah.
It can be one of those years where, like previous 2 years, where the loser wins the rest of their games, but since they lost this game, their season is. That's the one thing I hate about sports. Is whoever loses this game, and all of a sudden they're not a good team. All of a sudden the coach is not good. It can be a close loss. And that's just how dumb sports can be at times.
Yes, it can. I just listen. I told Doc this. I favor Jackson, but I don't feel like it's going to be no blowout. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an entertaining game. But I do if I had to pick, I would pick Jackson. But I do think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be no 59. What that thing was last year? Doc, 59. I don't believe it's going to be that now. I don't believe that.
I think Jeremy Musa is going to. I think he's a year learning his playbook. I think it's going to be so easy for him. And the thing about Musa, if he could not lock into his, like whoever the number one receiver is, if he could not lock in the target and just distribute the ball equally, make the offense balanced, not try to do too much.
Right.
That could be
I agree with you totally.
Offense.
Yeah, I don't see Musa being able to carry that team on his back. That running game got to come through.
Right.
And I think it's got to be smash mouth, play action. They get a few good runs, and then you drop him back and let him throw. But just he gonna throw 50 and 60 times. They ain't gonna beat Jackson like that. That's not gonna win.
Well, we gonna segue into this spot right here because at first TC said during the SWAC media day they don't know.
Oh, he said that. Yes, he did.
Know. Guess what
and they didn't.
They didn't. Guess what he said on Saturday night? They know now.
Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, they do know because we saw it, baby. We saw it.
Mm-hmm. So like the people like I said, what they do, what I feel like what the team is doing is taking all of this negative press, the negative, comments on social media, just anything that's not good for Jackson State and for the brand. I think they are taking it and kind of putting it in the back of their mind.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And it's like Pavlov's dog. When they see it or they hear it, their ears go up and it's time to attack.
Oh, yeah.
We saw on Saturday. What we saw on Saturday night, y'all, was just a snippet of what's to come for the rest of the season.
I'll tell you now, Doc, I was really impressed with that second running back y'all got, the kid from Wofford College.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What's his name?
Irv Mulligan.
Oh man! Now let me tell you something. That kid right there, I think he's gonna take that number one spot now. I can't see that kid staying at number two.
Yeah, if he have another game like that, because with his post game, he was like, I was trying to go for 200. I was like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't see that kid staying at number two. That kid right there is an alpha male. He's an alpha male, man.
What you about to say, DJ?
Here's a fun tidbit. Irv Mulligan and number 3, Hazel or some
Jaheim Hazel.
Jaheim Hazel. They played at Wofford. And I remember watching Wofford because they're one of those teams that not only do they play in a good conference in the FCS, they're one of those teams that play a bunch of non-conference money games.
Right.
So I've seen them make plays against good teams here and there. So I'm not surprised by anything. When I watch this whole Jackson State team, they look sound on defense. They're doing things that they didn't do in the past. They're running more 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets, and then sometimes they even ran a 13 personnel with 3 tight end sets.
I love it. I love that. I love it.
Instead of just settling on passing all day.
Yeah, man. That's what I say. If listen, what's the name? He gonna get Musa hurt if he come there with no tight end. With that pass rush Jackson got, he gonna get him hurt, man.
I think he'll have a tight end.
Yeah, he better. He better. Cause man, listen, them boys coming, man, and they coming with depth. He taking them out and rotating them in.
Yeah, I think we got the depth, and that's something that people kept saying. That was one of the things that you don't got no players. You don't have no players. You don't have no players. All your players transferred. Most of your players graduated. Of course, that's life now. I mean, if you graduate, you graduate. Thank you for getting your education at our fine institution. Go out in the real world and do what you got to do. But if you transfer, we wish you well. We wish you the best. But for the folks that want to be here, for the guys that want to be here and they want to be a part of a championship team, they don't have one foot in the door and one foot out like some players did.
Oh yeah, double-minded. Well, let me ask you this, Doc. You and your guest, can y'all see Brown throwing for 400 Sunday? Can y'all see him throwing for 400 yards?
I had to see the DBs for FAMU. Now, if FAMU do what they did last year and just bring pressure with their front four, he might not throw for that much, but
I'll say this, Mr. Ford. If the running game with Irv Mulligan, if that's like where they're just selling on the pass trying to stop the run, if that happens and it opens up the play action, it could happen because the running game is so lethal that if you cannot stop Jackson State's running game, that play action is going to eat a team alive. And if you look at the film, Jackson State could have had more yards, even like in the fourth quarter. I think TC was just, not trying to run up the score. He's a respectable coach.
Yeah.
He could have had 400 plus yards in that game. So it really just
depends. Jackson had how many yards in total offense Saturday night?
Jackson had over 480 yards of total offense.
Yeah, 489.
So they had how many yards? They had 365 passing and how many running?
They have 124 running
and 365 passing.
Yeah, because you got to remember, you take away some of those you take away those 2 sacks.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, from Jason. Uh, another player that looked real good. Nobody
Mm.
really, we haven't said anything about it. Is Isaiah Spencer?
Oh yeah, the linebacker.
No, that's the freshman
Oh
receiver.
yeah. Wait a minute, the punt returner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star, man.
And
Easily.
I'm talking about he making tough catches. He the best thing about he running over folks and not giving a damn who is in front of him.
Yeah, he's gonna be tough. He's a
Uh,
star in the making, man.
oh yeah, him and
He's
ooh,
just,
him and Rico
oh
on
yeah,
one side and
yeah,
Isaiah on the other side, and then if you can mix in, uh, 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 if you can mix in like if Isaiah Kendall or Seven McGee come in, oh my god, that Seven McGee comes in for this week, the offense is going to be more explosive than what we saw on Saturday.
So right now that Rico Powers is the best receiver, isn't he? Is he the best receiver?
What do you think,
Uh,
DJ?
I think he's the more complete receiver in regards to technician, route running, hand-eye coordination, and catching.
Right.
Seven McGee is the most explosive receiver that could do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that can you imagine if he would have played against South Carolina State with his speed, over the top speed, underneath speed, and just agility? That would have been a nightmare. And
Right.
he's gonna have his debut against FAMU. Before I go, because I got to wake up early in the morning, I gotta ask y'all this: if let's say Willie, because Willie Simmons likes to pass the ball a lot, what if he changes it up a bit, use Jaquez Yant to transfer from Nebraska in the running game more? He's a big running back. What
Right.
if
Yeah.
he
Big
stays
bro.
disciplined and runs the ball effectively?
I mean, but he's big, but the way Willie wasn't really is not a. I mean, he's a passer, but he wants to run the ball more. He really wants to be
Balance.
balanced.
That's his whole thing. Willie always wants to be balanced. He always wants to be able to run it and throw it. They feel that it's offensive when they can only do one.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard him talk about that. His whole thing is that he always wants to be balanced. He wants to be able to throw it effectively. He wants to be able to run it effectively. That's his
Right.
style.
Yep. And if you take away one,
It hurts him.
it hurts.
He's not that kind of guy. He wants balance. I've heard him talk about it. I've heard him talk about it. Technically, I've heard him talk about it in interviews. One of the things he watches in a game is whether or not he's balanced.
Yeah, he
He
talked
was
to me
like that.
about that.
Huh?
He talked to me about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's always been like that. I used to hear him talk about that when he was at Alcorn. Because one year when he was at Alcorn, I think they led the nation in scoring. And he would always talk about balance. We were balanced. We were seeking to be balanced. That was always his conversation.
Yep. Um. Forgot about Andre Hunt with the 44-yard touchdown. Run. Catch and run.
That's
Uh,
85.
85.
Oh, he looked good, man. He looked good.
Jency Riley with the
Yeah,
35
Nancy
yard
looked good. Yeah,
catch and
yeah.
run. And DJ Stevens, who's the
Oh
all
yeah.
tight end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He looked
he
good too.
yeah. So
Hey, Mr. Ford, you know what's funny?
Uh huh.
You could tell the tight ends at Jackson State haven't been utilized. There were people saying, "Man, where the 81 come from? Where the Jency Riley come from?" But he been on the roster since 2021. So the
Yeah,
talent
that's the
has
kid. Is
always
that the
been.
kid from South? Where's Riley from? Is that South Carolina
he's
guy?
from, no,
No,
he's
he's
from
from
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Oh yeah. Now he's about what 6'5", 6'6". What is he?
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
say he run 4.4 speed.
Oh, he bad. Listen, man. I think
I think I
offensively
saw four
Jackson
for him.
is in such a better place, man. And now, Doc. You don't want to get me started on that. I just feel like offensively Jackson is in so much of a better place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, man. Because like I said, the play calling, it was a clinic Saturday night, man.
Mhm.
And like one of your callers said last night, listen, man, this guy was holding back. He ain't showing everything. He wanna get on. Well, I know what he wanna. You know, he gonna show out down there in Miami, and then they waiting to get to Baton Rouge, and they gonna try to run up 50 down there in Baton Rouge. I know what they up to, cause that's TC now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know they gonna leave a message down there in Baton Rouge.
That was a good question. May Ann says Jesse has speed, but my question is can he still be fast at 250? He could take the route of Pitts that plays
Yeah,
for
for the Falcons, Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh yeah, oh
He
yeah.
doesn't have to be 250. He could just be 235, 240.
Yeah,
And
now some of them guys, you know, they can carry that weight and still run that 4.3, 4.4 now. Because
yeah,
that's how Michael Vick was. Remember, Michael Vick blew up one time, but he was still running like a 4.2, and they was
Yeah.
all worried because he was carrying all that weight. He still ran a 4.2. Some people can do it, some people can't. But my
Yeah.
thing is, Harris gonna turn that kid out, man. That Jesse Riley, he gonna get that kid ready for the league, man.
Yep. I think that's the main thing too.
Yeah, yeah, they gonna get them kids ready for the league, man.
So
and one thing I noticed about Maurice Harris, like you look at him in the sidelines, stoic, been
Oh
there,
yeah,
done
been
that.
there before. Yeah,
Nothing phases him, man. That's when you
yeah,
know I like this is a bad dude right here.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. They was blessed to get that guy, man. That guy that worked at I think he done with Arkansas State, Liberty. Where else he? What else? What's his resume? Doc. I know Liberty,
Ole
Arkansas,
Miss.
Ole
Ole
Miss. Man,
Miss,
shoot, he was
and
down there
then
with
White.
DJ Metcalf, and them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
enough said
Yeah.
right there.
And Whitehaven High School.
That's what I'm saying. Shoot, man. Listen, man. It's a blessing to get a guy like that, man.
Oh, Mr. Brandon said, "Don't be trying to give our OC to South Carolina State."
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If these ADs and these HBCUs ain't looking at that dude, they crazy. Man, listen, man. That dude put on a clinic, like you say, with a limited playbook. Man, look, I'm just a fan, bro. I know when I see a head coach potential.
I
Man,
look,
listen, man. They crazy they ain't looking at that dude, because I still think Norfolk gonna get rid of Odoms. I
Dawson
think
Odom.
that's going to be a job. Another job going to be South Carolina State. You know what? We don't know what's going to happen in the SWAC. But them guys is hot commodities, man.
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
them cats are hot, man.
I will give it. I will give it to them. But just looking at it like this, anybody want to come up? I'm about to send a link so you could say your piece about what you saw on Saturday night and what you think you're gonna see on Sunday afternoon. That game is going to be on ESPN
Oh yeah, man.
at 3 o'clock.
Not
Oh,
ESPN2, not ESPNU, not ESPN3, the main one, man.
the
We
main
gonna
one,
be
bro.
on a main one Labor Day weekend. And we got some other games, like I said, we got some other games in the SWAC and the MEAC for Labor Day weekend
Yeah,
coming
man.
up. You
Yeah.
know, we can talk about all that. I think we got Brother Bakari coming up here in a little bit. Uh
But yeah, man, Doc, man, and Mr. Ford, thank you for having me on the show. I got to get
Yeah,
up in the
man.
morning.
Anytime, bro.
It's fun. I love talking about
Listen, listen. Now that game, that Texas Southern Prairie View, that's what ESPN Plus. Who's carrying that?
ESPN Plus.
Yeah, because I want to see that, man. That's gonna tell us a lot too. Because we need to be competitive in Texas, man. The SWAC needs to have 2 perennial winners in Texas. We need that. That's gonna help us out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we got that Louisiana thing right now. They got to come up, man. They got to get off the floor. They got to get off the floor.
Mr. Ford said you gotta get out the boo
Yeah,
boo.
you got to get off the floor, man. Listen, man. It don't make no sense. Grambling being where they are, Southern underachieving. That don't make no sense, man.
What's going on, Brother Bakari?
What's going on, Doc? What's going on, Mr. Fold? Mr.
Hey,
Fold,
man.
stop trying to give our OC away. I told you last night, he got to be, look, I'm going to tell you, when he took that job, if you talk to one of my homeboys, a couple of my homeboys, I say 3 years at Jackson State for real. He going
Right.
to do about 3 years. Because I'm going to tell you, because He was at Arkansas State.
Right.
He was the old coordinator at Ole Miss when Ole Miss beat Alabama 3 times in a row.
Right.
Then when Hugh Freeze, he was the old coordinator at
Liberty.
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 He
Okay.
never get his respect. Like, he could have been at Auburn now.
Yeah.
Auburn offered him. He could have been on that staff. I don't think he was getting the respect he deserved for a head coach, even though we know he the one who's doing the offense, calling plays. But I looked at what Auburn had offered him and co-offensive coordinator with some little young white boy. So then he at Jackson State now, and I believe this is going to be his opportunity to be a head coach. But Mr. Ford, he got to be at Jackson State 3 years. You got to stop giving him away right now. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, because you know some jobs coming open now. You know that.
Yeah, 3 years, Mr. Ford. Now I called it when he first came to Jackson State. I was telling my people, man, that dude coming to and I had to explain, man, y'all don't know him. I said, man, let me tell you this. I'm gonna be honest. I said he was the best offensive coordinator in the nation. Right. Everywhere he went, it's been proven. But on any level, you can say FBS, FCS, it don't make a difference what level.
Right.
He's gonna be in your top 5. Just look and see how they put up. Don't care where he been. That offense run smooth. And he can call, and he have a great game plan. But Mr. Foles, stop trying to give him away.
Brother Picard, let me ask you this question. If I guess what we would say, preconceived notion. What do you see in the battle between Maurice Harris and that defensive coordinator at Florida A&M?
Jackson State
that's off the top of your head. Huh?
Jackson State by 3 touchdowns.
By 3, and how many yards you think? We talking 500 yards, 400 yards total offense? How much you think?
400 plus.
Half and half, 200 running, 200 throwing, or more throwing?
Probably gonna be more throwing. Man, Maurice Harris gonna have a plan. Maurice Harris gonna have a plan. And I'm saying this because I've seen him on different levels, and everywhere he been, he has done it. When, like I said, when Ole Miss was number 2 in the nation,
right?
And the receiver ended up getting his leg broke at the end. I can't remember his name, but anyway, when everybody talking about that Alabama defense, can't nobody do nothing. And Ole Miss go to Alabama and put up like 35 on them.
I saw the game. I saw it. That's right. I saw the game.
That was Maurice Harris that called that game.
Right.
That was him. Man, that dude good, man.
So, Mr. McCarr, what's your final score? What you thinking?
35-14.
Jackson over Fam.
Yep.
Okay. 35-14.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But you know what? I'm thinking Jackson State gonna pull away late.
Okay.
In the
so you think
it's
gonna be closer in the first 3 quarters, and then they'll pull away late in the fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't think Fam, you had a good recruiting class too. I think Fam, you gonna have a good team too. I think they're gonna have a good team too. So I think Jackson State, man, it just right now. See what Jackson State was able to do with that other guy, and I won't say his name, was out talent everybody. Right now, Jackson State can out talent everybody, and they got good coaches.
They got good, especially offensively. They are definitely good offensively, man.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, when we were talking about the defensive players, and I didn't know if there was Julius Peppers or not out there knocking everybody around. But anyway, people forgot. Go look and see how they had to double team Phillip Webb.
Right.
Oh my God, man! That one play he took on 2 blocks, stretched out and caught Corey Fields by the collar. And Uncle Sid always said that he called him Mr. Olympia for a reason, because the way that he looked, man, he's built like that. And I'm like, this defensive line is no joke. I ain't gonna say I think it's. I think the defensive line this season might be a little bit better than the defensive line last season. And the only reason why I say it like that is because Niles Gaddy he can rush the passer, but I don't think he had the aggressiveness to actually get to the quarterback. Like, dude, you got to show me something. Like, you got to show the nastiness. You know what I'm saying? When you going up against an offensive lineman and you trying to get to the quarterback, like you got to be to the point where you say, "I hate quarterbacks."
Oh yeah, brother McCarver, give me your thoughts on the crowd.
I'm gonna tell you something. I picked that score, and that's the score I believe. But I'm gonna tell you what I said was, I say if Jackson State lose a game, it would have beat the FAMU if they would have lose a game. Because I'm gonna tell you, you said they saving something for Southern. I'm gonna tell you who I really think they're gonna save it for.
Who?
The FBS school when they play Texas State.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the 4th game, right?
Yeah, that's our 4th game.
Yep. Now, and I'm not looking past. Don't get it twisted. I'm not looking past FAMU because, like I said, I think FAMU gonna have a good team. I'm not looking past FAMU. I just think Jackson State's depth, that overall talent and overall depth, is gonna wear FAMU down.
I agree with that. But hey, brother, what? Tell me about the crowd. What you thinking? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000? What you think?
About 40, 45.
That's what I thought.
FAMU, I think FAMU gonna be there. But since you said the crowd, Mr. Ford, how many sellouts have Georgia State had on the NA Stadium?
I don't think they've ever had a sellout.
They only had one.
They had one. They had one when
Tennessee State, right?
No, when Jackson State played South Carolina State.
That's what I was thinking. But Georgia State has never sold their stadium out, have they?
No, but Jackson State.
I think when they sold it out the first time but they was in the Georgia Dome. You know, they in
the Georgia Dome when Alabama came down to play him because Nick Saban was cool with that coach.
Alabama?
Yeah, that was the first game.
Yeah, their first year.
That was
their first year. Alabama came to Atlanta to play them. The first year they had their program.
Oh, y'all teaching me something. I didn't know that.
I think it was 2009 or 2010. It was Nick Saban. Nick
Saban was friends with the head coach.
That was Bill Curry, right?
Yeah.
And he said they were friends.
It was the first year that Georgia State had a football team.
Because that football team was about 20 years old now. What is it, about 20 years old?
Excuse me. I don't think it's 20.
It's not 20? Y'all going to give me a homework. I did not know that. I got to go and look that up.
I don't think it's 20.
It's not
my
20?
oldest son. Because my oldest son is 30. And they was trying to get him to come. They first year, they wanted him to come and play there. He didn't want to go there. Actually, he turned out not to do much. He wanted to go to Jackson State, but their coach at that time didn't offer.
So the first year that Georgia State had a program, they played Alabama.
Yeah, it was at the Georgia Dome.
Oh, it was at the Georgia Dome. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was on ESPN. It was actually a part of the ESPN Kickoff Classic.
Yeah, and Alabama took it easy on him. I think he beat them 42-10, something like that.
Okay.
He didn't destroy him like that. If they wanted to, they could have.
Yeah, I think he took his starters out in like the second quarter, started taking starters out.
Well, Brother Bakari, let me ask you this before you leave here. How successful do you think North Carolina A&T and Hampton going to be in that CAA in football?
I don't know about Hampton, but North Carolina A&T, I don't know if they can get back to the recruiting that they once did, right? That they once had.
On the Rod Broadway? Well, that's what we're talking about? On the Rod?
Yeah, just 10 years ago.
When they was fighting against Alcorn. When they was meeting Alcorn in the Celebration Bowl.
Not only were they beating Alcorn in the Celebration Bowl, go back and look and see. They were going on the road whooping teams ranked in the top 5 in damn FCS.
Right, I do remember them. Yeah, you're right. I remember one year they beat Jacksonville State in I want to say in Montgomery. That was on national TV.
Yeah, Jacksonville State was like number 10 in the nation.
That's right. I do remember that. And I remember they beat East Carolina. That was the FBS school.
Yep.
Beat Charlotte too, right? Didn't they beat Charlotte?
Yeah, they beat
Yeah, I
Charlotte.
think so.
Yeah, they beat 3 FBS teams in like a 3-year span.
So, brother, what I'm asking, Brother Bakari, in the next 3 years, will they win the CAA?
I don't know, because I don't know if they can get. I don't know, because North Carolina, the state made so many rules, and they can't get the players that they were getting. See, a lot of people don't know about that. Do you remember when their track team was like one of the top track teams in the nation?
Yeah, the guy left and went to Tennessee. You're right. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. What happened when they started winning, the state of North Carolina changed rules. North Carolina, it's only a certain amount of players from out of state that they can get now.
Okay. I said, yeah. Okay.
That's part of the reason they started going down.
Because they couldn't get the influx of talent from out of state.
Yep, they said students, but when they said that, it affected their recruiting as well.
Yeah, athletics, yeah.
Yeah, it affected their, because how dominant they were, especially in track. See, they don't want them to win the FCS. But when they can see your track team, your track and field beat LSU and beat Oregon.
That's right, yeah.
That's a problem for them. Because we're always supposed to be underneath them. We're never supposed to be above them.
Right. Yeah, that guy left and went to Tennessee. He's the head track coach of Tennessee now.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think, let me ask y'all a question right quick.
Go ahead.
What y'all think Alcorn gonna do with Southern Miss?
I'm gonna give you my assessment on that. It's gonna be Frank Gore Jr. to the right, Frank Gore Jr. to the left, and Frank Gore Jr. up the middle. You stop him, I think you really stop Southern Miss. I don't know really too much about their quarterback and stuff. I know their defense is not up to par. But Frank Gore is the key to Southern Miss.
You know what? And I pick Alcorn to beat them.
Who's the head coach at Southern Miss now?
That's a good question.
I don't know who the head coach is, because every time they get one, they leave. But I might be a little biased, because I'm absolutely pulling for the HBCU every time they play one of those FBS schools. It don't make a difference which HBCU it is. I'm pulling for them. But I think Alcorn will have a good chance against I think Alcorn gonna have a good chances against Southern Miss. If these other FCS schools, didn't Jacksonville State beat UTEP, right?
Oh, they did.
So it's time. I want to say they beat UTEP on Saturday. I'm gonna look and make sure that while we talk. But it's time for
that's a guy that coached Willie Simmons. What's that guy's name?
What's that?
He had Steve Slayton and Pat White now. What was his name?
Oh, Rich Rodriguez.
Rich Rodriguez. He's the head coach at Jacksonville State.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably get a bigger job. He'll get a bigger job.
Will Hall is the head coach over at USM.
Oh, yeah. I know. I think Will wasn't Will at West Georgia at one time?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember Will. Yeah.
Yep.
That should be a good. Well, we'll see. Because my thing is, they got 85 scholarship and we got 65. I don't get, man, I don't have a problem with that.
I have a problem with it too.
I got a problem with that.
Yeah, my thing about this is that, like I said, Frank Gore right, Frank Gore left, Frank Gore up the middle.
Is that game on TV?
That game, let me see. I just took it off. Let me see, because I know I could look at So that game is on ESPN Plus.
Okay, good. So I get you.
Because then next week
Yeah, I'm
next
sorry.
week
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
next week they got Florida State.
That's now who has Florida State?
USM.
Okay, because Florida State got LSU this weekend, right?
Yep.
That's gonna be a big. That game is that Orlando? Where is that?
That game will be in. I'm looking at. I need to find the schedule.
That's not Orlando. Is it?
No, it's in Orlando on
That's
ABC.
gonna be a big game, man.
It's the primetime game.
Oh, that's gonna be a biggie. They're gonna sell out that Orlando stadium.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Ford, you remember back in the day, Southern Miss was the original go anywhere, play anybody. You remember how good Southern Miss
Yeah, they
used to be back in the day?
they beat Florida State. They came to Florida and I think they beat Florida State either in Jacksonville or Orlando.
They beat Alabama too.
They beat
Man,
Alabama, that's right.
Southern Miss used to have real good teams.
Oh yeah, when Jeff Bowers was the head coach.
That's right. Jeff, that's him. Yeah, that's him. That was the coach. Yep, I remember him.
You know, they were the first school I know for sure in Mississippi to have a black quarterback. They had Reggie Collier.
Reggie went to the Dallas Cowboys, I think.
The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, he played at the Dallas Cowboys.
Didn't he go USFL?
Yeah, I think he went there then with the Cowboys. Yeah.
Yeah, he played with Sammy Winder. Wasn't Louis Lips down there at that time?
Yeah, they used to have some good players. They used to have some good teams.
Yeah, that man was named Bobby. Was it Bobby Collins?
Oh, Bobby Collins from SMU?
Yeah, I thought he was at Southern Miss first.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember them guys. I remember Reggie.
You know, Reggie Collier's younger brother played basketball at Alcorn.
What was his name?
Tommy Collier. He played.
What was their hometown?
I can't remember, but you remember Eddie Archie.
Oh yeah, I remember Eddie. Yeah, I remember Michael Phelps.
When Alcorn used to be good, you know, back then them schools wouldn't play Alcorn, Jackson State, Alabama State, Texas. They wouldn't play. They wouldn't play them back then.
Larry Smith was on them teams, wasn't he?
Now Larry Smith came before them.
Okay,
Larry Mr. Mean Smith. He from my area of Mississippi. I know where he from. I know his whole family.
Now Phelps went to the Seattle Supersonic. Where did he go?
Yeah, he went to the Seattle
Supersonic, right? And the little point guard was named Archie, right?
Eddie Archie. Yeah.
Eddie Archie. Yeah, I remember them. They played Georgetown, I think, in what 84, 85, wasn't it?
Yeah, they played in the NCAA. That's how they gonna put them in the NCAA tournament against Georgetown.
I remember them.
Oh yeah.
One of my brother friends dunked on Patrick Ewing. That's what he liked to say anyway, big country. Because my brother was on the basketball team JUCO down there at Kahoma, and he played with this guy, Big Country. Came from Kahoma, they ended up going to Alcorn. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember Coach Whitney. Coach Dave Whitney.
Hey, you remember that year Indiana beat them in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah,
that year Indiana went undefeated, won the national.
Was that 79 or that was 80?
Bob Knight said? You remember what Bob Knight said after that game?
Yeah.
Bob Knight said that was the best team he played all season. Ain't no way they should have been playing them in the first round. So that was a Final Four team.
Now, was that the year they beat Mississippi State? Or that was the year before?
I think that was the year before they beat me. You know, when they beat Mississippi State took them off the schedule for a long time.
Yeah, because Mississippi State had a big boy named Ricky Brown. I think Ricky with them was from Canton, Mississippi.
I don't remember Ricky Brown, but I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'm gonna tell you what I see right now, Mr. Ford. I see the glory days of HBCUs coming back. I really do.
I think it's a golden era too.
I see the glory days coming back.
I do too.
All of our top talent ain't gonna always run to those other schools now. They see if I'm good, you know, we can play here, we can beat them. Yeah, it's gonna always be an uphill battle because of money, but the glory days coming back.
I think so too, man. And let me tell you
The
something.
glory days coming up.
Hey, Sunday is definitely gonna be a glory day. Sunday, 3 o'clock down there in Miami. That's gonna be a glory day, baby.
That game on ESPN or ESPN2?
ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Like I said, it's so many subplots. You know, Willie against TC, Brown against Musa. It's just so many things to look at, man. The FAMU defense against Jackson State offense. FAMU's offense against Jackson State defense. It just, man, it's so many subplots, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm about to look at these. I'm about to look at these games so we can run them down for this week. So go jump up in the SWAC first. So we're gonna start off on Thursday, y'all. Thursday night, Pine Bluff goes to Tulsa. I know what's gonna happen. Tulsa's
We
gonna
already
beat
know
the
that.
brakes off of them.
Yeah,
Get your money and come on back to the house. That's
right.
what I Now, September the 2nd on that Saturday, Memphis Bethune-Cookman goes to Memphis to play the Memphis
Same thing.
Tigers. Same thing.
Same
Get your
thing.
money.
Then going back to the beach.
Get your money. Go back to the beach.
Go back to the beach.
Greenville versus Hampton.
Oh, that's a biggie.
That's at
That's a
2
biggie.
o'clock. That game is going to be on the NFL Network, y'all.
Oh, it's gonna be in the NFL Network. What time is that game?
2 o'clock.
That's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
Man, let me tell you something. If we don't buckle up, if Grambling don't buckle up, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, Hampton will try to run us out the bit. See, Hampton, they sneaky, man. Hampton beat up North Carolina A&T last year, and they'll do the same thing now. So if we ain't ready, that dude will put it on us, man. We got to be ready for them, man. They big, they got size. The only thing Hampton hadn't had in the last year, after Jet Duffy, they hadn't had a quarterback.
The quarterback.
Yeah, they didn't have a quarterback. But they had everything else.
Then we got right here, the next one on the list is Central State versus Mississippi Valley. That's the Chicago Football Classic.
What time is that?
3 o'clock.
That's Saturday?
That game is going to be on HBCU Go.
Woo. Okay.
So, and then you got the Labor Day Classic over in Montgomery. Southern versus Alabama State.
Oh, that's gonna be a biggie, man. You know what, Doc? I think that's gonna be a sellout, man. I think that game's gonna sell out.
I think it will too. I think that
game's gonna sell out, man. Because I know them people in Baton Rouge. They coming to check on Dooley, man. I'm telling you, I know they coming.
So that's a 5 o'clock kickoff right there.
Oh, that's a biggie, man.
And plus,
that's a big game.
Alabama A&M versus Vanderbilt. Look, it might be easy. You might pinch Vanderbilt for a second. But
no, I think it's gonna be like you said. Go get your money and come on home.
Go get your money, come on home.
Come on home.
6 o'clock kickoff, so it's gonna be on the ESPN Plus or the SEC Network Plus.
Yeah.
Of course, we got Alcorn State versus Southern Miss. That's at 6 o'clock on Saturday, ESPN Plus, and then Prairie View versus Texas Southern. 7 o'clock kickoff, ESPN Plus.
That's a biggie, man. That's a biggie.
And then, of course, on Sunday.
Wait a minute, Doc. Who you got in that game?
Oh, Prairie View, Texas Southern?
Yeah.
I picked Texas Southern last year.
You picking them again?
That's a hard one, y'all.
Brother McCarr, you on here? Is he gone?
No, I'm right here.
Who you got? Texas Southern and Prairie View. Who you picking?
Prairie View.
I'm with you. I'm picking Prairie. I think Prairie View got too much experience.
I think so too.
I'm picking Prairie View.
I probably go Prairie View by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, because I was listening when you interviewed that quarterback. What's his name?
Trayvon Conley.
Yeah, man. You heard how he was talking?
Oh, he meant business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he wants the SWAC. If he don't want the SWAC, he want the West.
Hmm. And then September the 3rd, you got Jackson State versus FAMU down there in
Man,
Miami.
I'm
2 o'clock
I'm
kickoff, ESPN.
I'm picking Jackson, and I think it's gonna be a classic game. I'm picking Jackson, but I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a runaway. None of that. But I think that Jackson gonna have the edge.
Hmm. Let's see what's up in the MEAC for this week. Friday, September the 1st, you got Howard versus Eastern Michigan. Howard, just get your money. Come on back to the house.
Right.
Then on Saturday, you got Bowie State versus Delaware State. I'm gonna go
Ooh,
with Bowie State. I'm gonna go with Bowie State. I'm gonna go with Kyle Jackson and his squad.
okay,
That's a 12 o'clock kickoff right there.
okay.
Then you got Virginia State versus Norfolk State.
Who you picking in that?
I might go with Virginia State.
That's
Cause then,
Coach Frazier, Henry Frazier against Dawson Odom.
yeah, cause them
Dawson on the hot seat.
cause them CIAA teams right there, they not to be messed with.
Hey man, that darn Virginia Union and was it Fayetteville State? And them guys come to play.
Yeah.
That's what my homeboy brag on. When he was at Norfolk State, they was CIAA. Well, I missed, man, we need to go back to CIAA, go back to Division II, CIAA. He remembering the glory days.
Yeah, they used to. That was Coach Willard Bailey. I
Yeah,
remember
he
them days.
ran track down. He ran track down there. Yeah, in Norfolk State.
Yeah, they had a guy named Aaron Sparrow, quarterback. I don't know if he played for they Cooley went up to I think Coach Cooley went up to Norfolk State for a year or something.
Archie Cooley.
Archie Cooley. He went up to Norfolk State. That boy that's the quarterback for the Denver Broncos, his granddad was the president of Norfolk State. And he knew
From Norfolk
Cooley.
State.
He knew Cooley when he was the basketball coach at Jackson State. Because Cooley's a graduate of Jackson State.
Yeah, you talking about Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's granddaddy. What's his name?
Yeah.
What? Harrison Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. He brought Cooley to Norfolk State. Huh?
My homeboy be telling me some stories about him. What the folks used to say about him. Boy. Woo.
And when I was at Grambling, he was hot. Man, the national media was all behind him. He was everything, man. They called him the gunslinger, bro.
Then we got
Archie Cooley when he was at Valley State, he was the gunslinger.
Yeah, that's when I was at Grambling. He was at Valley.
Yeah. He had Jerry Rice and Willie Satellite Totten.
That's it, baby. When I got to Grambling, Jerry Rice had gone to the 49ers. Totten was in his senior year.
Well, you got
that used to be the game.
Yeah,
that
man.
used to be the games.
You got Winston-Salem versus North Carolina Central.
That's Central by a big score.
South Carolina State versus Charlotte.
They get blown out. Charlotte's gonna blow them out.
And then Morgan State versus Richmond.
Morgan get blowed out. Hopefully they can go a half.
That's Mike London.
No, Mike is at William and Mary.
William Mary. Yeah, William Mary.
Yeah. But Richmond's tough now.
Who was at Richmond? That was Ryan.
He won a 1AA championship at Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah, but he left Howard and went to William and Mary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's in the MEAC right there. Let's see what else we got. See who else we got up in here, because we got Division II.
Albany State's playing somebody, isn't it?
Hey, look, I'm gonna check out, man. I got to get up at 4:00 in the morning. I just want to keep in. I hadn't spoke to you in a minute, Doc. I'm talking to y'all.
Okay, man. I'm about to check out too, man.
Oh yeah, we about to shut this thing down a little bit. But we got West Virginia State versus Morehead State. I don't know why they playing it right there.
Well, Morehead State is Phil Sims' school.
Mm-hmm.
That's his school.
You got Fayetteville State versus UNC Pembroke. That might be a good game right there.
Yeah, I don't know too much. I know about Fayetteville. I don't know too much about Pembroke.
Albany State is playing Wingate.
That's going to be a good game. Is that game in North Carolina and Georgia?
It's in Wingate.
That's gonna be an uphill battle. Wingate's
That
usually tough. They're good
that's
Division II program.
that's on Thursday. This is on Thursday.
Who's carrying that?
They don't say right there.
Because I watched that. That's the debut of Quinn Gray.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Then we got. Let me see. I'm scrolling down through. Lincoln, PA versus Clarion.
Where's Clarion?
Don't
That's
know
Pennsylvania? I don't know nothing about them.
Clark Atlanta versus Kentucky State.
That's up there. That's in Atlanta.
That's in Frankfort.
They got a new coach. The Thoroughbreds. They got a new coach.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they got a new coach. You know, we got the old Warrior, Willie Slater. He's at Clark.
Right.
They give him some money. Willie will build him a program. He's a little old now, but if they willing to give him the money, he'll get them a program.
Right. Then you got Lincoln, Missouri versus Emporia State. I think Emporia State gonna win that game. That's on Thursday.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
when
Friday. Those are Thursday night games right there.
Okay.
Then Friday, you got of course Bowie, Delaware State. We got Catawba versus Elizabeth City State.
Catawba's tough.
Johnson C. Smith versus West Virginia Wesleyan.
That's Coach Flowers at Johnson C. Smith.
Mm-hmm. I heard they building up a new good program right there. Let me get Chuck
on
here.
Yeah. Man, that's Charlotte's a booming city, man.
Oh yeah. What's going on, Chuck?
Hello, how are you two doing? Hello, Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you doing?
I understand you're an alumnus of a school 33 miles west of me, Grambling State University, where my parents went. They were there in the 60s.
Yeah. I graduated in 1986.
Okay, my mother graduated in 68, and my father was there from the early mid 60s. He played in the marching band. He was a band that performed in Super Bowl I. He played trumpet.
That's right.
Hutchinson.
That's right. They went to Los Angeles.
Yeah, at Super Bowl I.
That's right.
Them in the University of Arizona. Yes.
Oh yeah. And, that's Kansas City and the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers. Oh yes. And I came on when y'all were talking about Mississippi Valley. Another receiver not to leave out there. You know, I know we talk about Jerry Rice, but he's passed on now from Birmingham, Alabama. Curtis DeBartlaben wore goggles.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh yes, I remember that too.
Yeah. Now, see, before the coming of Willie Totten, they had a guy at Mississippi Valley named Pernell Dickerson. See, he's forgotten, but he's probably the greatest quarterback they ever come out of Valley.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's right. Pernell Dickerson. Yeah.
Some great ones, and you were just talking about Southern Miss, and that's something you were talking about. Lewis Lips. Yeah, Lips is from my home state. Yeah, he's from down in LaPlace area. Went to East St. John High School. Yeah.
Now, where's Lewis? Where's he now?
I don't know what happened to Lewis Lips. I know he played the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's right.
Yeah, he's on the team with my homeboy here in Monroe. I'm here in Monroe, Louisiana. Bubby Brister played at Neville High School.
That's right, quarterback. That's right, Bubby Brister.
I remember Bubby. Yeah, Bubby. Yeah, they were teammates.
Bubby Brister.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Listen, now, did you go to Carroll High? What's your high school?
St. Frederick Catholic High School in North Monroe. That came out in 1993. I went to Catholic school. Yeah, my mother taught at Carroll High School.
Right. Now, you remember Bernard Benjamin? Was it Bernard Benjamin?
Yeah, he and my uncle were best of friends. Played on the 1982 state championship team at Carroll.
That's right.
Played under Willis Reed at Creighton. And
that's right.
All-American. He's on that team with Dale Carey, Raymond Tisdale, and Johnny Dawkins on that All-American team. Yes.
So he came out in 82?
82. Yeah, it came out in 82.
You're right.
They won the 82 state championship. and
That's
carry on
right.
to Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones was a SWAC official.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
passed on. He was my junior high principal at Carroll Jr.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Floyd, got something for you. Shaw versus Benedict on Friday
Oh
night.
man.
Man, Benedict gonna blow them out, bro.
Saturday. Yeah.
Benedict gonna blow them out. That dude right there is a hot commodity, man. He gonna be able to name his price. That
Chinnisberry.
Chinnisberry gonna be. To be honest with you, I still think it's a contingency down there in Baton Rouge. Might want if my boy if he don't get it, you know what I'm talking about. If Dooley don't get it right down there, Chinnis might be back in Baton Rouge, man. I'm serious, man.
I remember him from the Southern when he was assistant at Southern. Oh yes.
Yeah, he was offense coordinator.
Sure was.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I just told y'all that boy, Weston ain't got to win 9 games, man. The guy at Southern, Dooley got to win 9 or more, and the guy Grambling got to win 9 or more. Cause them people ain't gonna be satisfied with that, man. No 7 wins and all that. They ain't gonna be satisfied with that.
They let Tony Hogue call the plays. That's all I say. Better let him call it and let Miles Crawley work with what he can do. That's why he transferred from Alabama State because you know Alabama State defensive school.
Yeah. So listen, man, the HBCU football in Louisiana got to get off the floor, man. They underachieving, man.
I agree.
They underachieving, bro. Them people ain't gonna stand for that down there much longer. I'm telling you. I know them.
Southern is tough, man. Just like Jackson State, they don't play about coaches.
They sure don't, man. And they'll overpay you and then let you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna mention the coach not to be named, but I'm about to shut this thing down because
hey man, nice meeting you. So you say you're from Monroe, right?
Yeah, I'm still in Monroe. I was born and raised here. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, this is where I am.
When I was at Grambling, I lived in Ruston. I lived about 2 blocks over from Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, Louisiana Tech. I have 2 cousins that graduated from Louisiana Tech. Yeah, the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. They had them super girls teams when I was there. Matter of fact, when I moved in Ruston, what's the name was leaving to go to the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone.
Oh, Karl Malone.
When I got there, he was leaving.
I remember when Kim O'Keefe played there with the lady.
I remember Kim too. Janet Lawrence.
Pam Kelly.
That's right. And there was a girl from Ruston that played for Louisiana Tech. Was good. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, as well. Deborah Rodman.
Yeah. Well, listen. Nice meeting you, and hope to talk to you again, Doc. Y'all be good. Now, when you coming on again, Doc?
Probably Wednesday.
Get on off.
Okay. I'll be looking for y'all Wednesday then. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
Ooh,
all right.
Man, we got history tonight. We had history tonight on the show. We talk about some good old history tonight, but man, yeah, look, like I said, look, they said they don't know. They know now, and they're gonna know again on Sunday. So, but as always, man, we gonna end this off on a good note. I did get word from Lady Holiday. She said that her daughter is home recovering. She is at home recovering. So still give us our, give us prayers and uplifting words so she can get better and she can get well from surgery and post-op surgery. But I will be back on Wednesday night. You already know what Wednesday night is. We got Pump It or Dump It. And I'll probably have a person that's from FAMU. If anybody from FAMU wants to join in the conversation and just break down the teams, both teams, and just give an actual fair analysis, not to be a fanboy, but just give a fair analysis for the game on Sunday. We can do that. If not, man, I go solo dolo as always. But this has been HBCU Tonight, episode 38. Title already see it. You see it. They know now. In conjunction with HBCU Overdrive. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. If you want to become an exclusive member, we got 2 tiers. It is purple and the blue. Anytime you join the channel as an exclusive family member, money goes to either an initiative or it goes back towards the channel. Other than that, I'm your boy Doc Holliday. As always, the voice of HBCU culture. We out of this thing until Wednesday night. As always, be blessed, stay safe, and stay dangerous. We out this thing. Kid Clark coming up at 9 o'clock. I'll be on there. Also, we'll talk about some good old football, give our analysis on the game from Saturday. And we're going to go in and talk about some Jackson State versus FAMU. But as always, like I said, be blessed, stay safe, stay dangerous. We out this thing till Wednesday night. Peace.